Yes. Uh, After successful completion of our first session, now we are moving to our second session. The topic of second session is CCRS innovation, bridging the traditional wisdom and modern medicine. I request the coordinator of this session, Dr. Kiran Mendekar Madam, who is Masters of Ayurvedic Surgery and working as a associate professor in PDS College of Ayurveda and Research Center, Nigadi, Pune. The Over to you, Kiran Mendekar Madam.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, Amar, sir. A very good morning to one and all. Welcome, everyone, for the today's Sixth National Conference at Econ 2024, New Horizons in Ayurveda, organized by Ayurveda Teachers Association. I would like to welcome you all for this second session, that is CCRAS Innovations, Bridging Traditional Wisdom and Modern Medicine. I welcome our chairperson, Dr. Sunanda Pedekar ma'am, and co-chairperson, Dr. Rajkala Patil ma'am. Let me give you the brief introduction of today's chairperson and co-chairperson. Dr. Sunanda Pedekar ma'am, is a professor, Department of Kaya Chikitsa, Faculty of Ayurveda, IMS BHU, Varanasi, Uttar Pradesh. She pursued a qualification BAMS MD Kaya Chikitsa, PhD IU Kaya Chikitsa, and MSc Counseling and Psychology. She has overall a teaching experience of 30 years, with the UG experience of 30 years, postgraduate experience with 25 years, and PhD experience with 14 years. She has been in the research field over 30 years. She has completed the research projects of 6. Madam has an extensive administrative experience also. She has worked organizing secretary and a joint secretary and a committee member in various national seminars, national conferences, and awareness programs. Madam has published more than 60 research papers. She has participated in various symposiums, seminars, workshops as a resource person, presenting research papers in various national, international seminars. She delivered a lecture series on Ayurveda internationally as American, German, arranged by International Cell of BVDU, Pune, Russia, Ukraine, Poland, organized by BHU and All India Association Delhi, published research papers in various subjects in peer-reviewed Scopus and UGC Catalyst journals. Madam has participated and trained in the training programs like national training of RNTCP at National Tuberculosis Institute, Bangalore in 2009. She got awarded with the Dr. Jayant Narikar Research Award. The achievements of Madam in the social work are in the various platforms: NAPAR Life Membership, Indian Medical Association Life Membership, and Life Membership of NEMA, Life Membership of All India Postgraduate Association Delhi. She is a life member of All India Ayurveda Association Teachers Association. She is a life member of Shakti Foundation. She is a life member Tribal Doctor Forum Maharashtra and life member of Indian Academy of Mental Health Varanasi. Madam has experience as a medical officer, as resident doctor, and a consultant physician in various aspects. She is a core committee member of RNTCP Bharati Medical College, Pune, from 2004 to 2021. She was a former honorary consultant and teacher at Bharati Vidyapit Deemed University College of Ayurveda Hospital from 1996 to 2021. Madam has participated in extracurricular activities also. She is also involved in the various social programs, and Madam is a nodal officer of RNTCP in Pune Municipal Corporation and worked as a national trainer and National Tuberculosis Control Program in Pune from 2004 to 2021. I would like to welcome you, ma'am. Now I will brief you the introduction of our co-chairperson, Dr. Rajkala Panchakshari Patil, Madam. She is an associate professor and head of the Department of Panchakarma, Faculty of Ayurveda, IMS BHU Varanasi. Madam has a qualification BAMS MUHS Nashik. She is MD Panchakarma from Kerala University, Thiruvananthapuram. PhD Panchakarma, GAU Government Ayurveda College, Jamnagar. She has a total teaching experience of 8 years, 8 months, total research experience 5 years, 9 months. She worked as a Panchakarma expert 1 month at LA Pradara International Health Center, Havana, Cuba, deputed by Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. She has published 4 books on Snehana therapy, Panchakarma Shlok Sangraha, Panchakarma Sar, Nephrology and Ayurveda. She has published various in research articles in the journal of about 23. Paper presented in the conferences are 14. She's been appointed as a resource person in 10 various national and international webinars. She has been invited as a speaker and presented posters in various national conferences. Participation, she has been also participated in 50 plus conferences and CMEs. So I will welcome you, ma'am. I will like to introduce our respected guest speaker of the of this important session. I will welcome Dr. Rabinarayan Acharya sir, Director CCRAS, New Delhi. Vaidya Rabinarayan Acharya sir currently serves as the Director General of Central Council for Research in Ayurveda Sciences, CCRAS, since February 2022. Before this, he worked as a Dravya Ayurveda Pharmacology Professor at ITRA Jamnagar from September 2007 to February 2022. He pursued his BSc in Botany and Ayurveda degree from Utkal University, Odisha. He pursued MD and PhD from Gujarat Ayurveda University. With over 28 years of teaching and research experience in drug research, Professor Acharya has authored 5 books, 3 monographs, 12 chapters, published more than 394 research articles, and holds 1 patent. He has contributed significantly to organizations like IGNOU and WHO, serving as a course writer and temporary advisor, respectively. Dr. Acharya has also been actively involved with the Ministry of Ayush, Government of India, in various capacities such as chairman of the Ayurvedic Pharmacopoeia Committee and member of several committees like SUDTAB, NMPB, and SAG, etc. Professor Acharya has led over 10 research grant projects and guided 43 PhD and 64 postgraduate thesis dissertations in Dravyaguna. His research focuses on Anukta Dravya, extra pharmacopoeial drugs, with the development of pharmacopoeial standards and establishment of ethnopharmacological claim for over 42 Indian medicinal plants. He has also standardized Shodhan methods for poisonous plants, Schedule E1 drugs used in Ayurveda Pharmacopoeia, and critically edited 2 Nighantus. Having represented India in various capacities in 10 countries, Professor Acharya has actively participated in WHO meetings addressing her drug interaction, pharmacovigilance, and research methodology training. In his current role as the Director General of CCRAS, he has introduced initiatives like SPARK, PG Star, SMART, Agni, ARMS, and APTA to promote research among the students, teachers, and physicians in the field of Ayurveda, and initiated many collaborative research projects with many institutes of repute like IIT, ICMR, AIMS, CSIR, ICAR, and NIMHANS, etc. Recognized for his contributions, Professor Acharya has received the Best Teacher Award and a cash prize of 2 lakhs for drug research, as well as the Best Research Paper Award for literary research in the field of Ayurveda from Ministry of Ayush, Government of India. He was also honored with the IASTAM National Award in 2022 for drug research and the SEFE National Award by the Society of Ethnopharmacology for his contribution to ethnopharmacology. I would like to welcome you, sir, and I request you to please proceed with your presentation.
Namaste. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes.
Slides are visible?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Very warm welcome and namaste to all the registered delegates of this online conference on innovations or on Ayurveda. And I thank the associations for giving an opportunity to share my views, and particularly Dr. Shiva, Professor Suryavanshi, and my regards to the chairperson, Dr. Sunanda, and the co-chairperson, Dr. Rajkala. With these opening remarks, let me say that I will be taking 20 minutes to share what CCRS is taking initiatives on this topic, particularly the new in that way, how what we should in though Ayurveda is considered as the most I will share some of activities. As we all know, the CCRS is the prime research organizations under Government of India, and it it works upon various aspects of Ayurveda, that is clinical research, which is research, drug standardizations, and another area of the research where we have a great remarkable heritage of Ayurveda. No other system in the world of medicine in the world have a so huge heritage. And what CCRS is doing in that aspect in the new scenario, I will share some of it, and how the new initiations, that is information technology, how to take the help of this information technology, and how CCRS is progressing in that way, and other initiatives of CCRS within a very short time, 20 minutes. I will share this view and conclude my speech before 11:30, that is the allotted time. Dear friends, as you know, CCRS has 30 institutes across the country, and we have two national institutes at Hyderabad, which is exclusively and dedicatedly working research on medical heritage. Dear friends, I am very pleased to share here that we have a medical inscriptions. Many years stone inscriptions we are having, but till date, not dedicatedly, we have not worked upon this heritage. How we know that medical history, if you go search for the medical history. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
So, uh, yeah. So that this how this medical inscriptions we are creating, and in a single year, last year we have collected near about 500 medical inscriptions, and I am sure that after publishing of all these things, will be in position to rewrite the history. That is, we know that hospital system, how the hospital systems was in India, and particularly disease specific and age specific hospitals in India was there, which was not previously reported in any of many websites and other things that the institute is working. We have a National Institute of Panchakarma, and we have 9 Central Ayurveda Research Institute and 17 Regional Ayurveda Research Institute, and 2 centers across the country. And 25 states were present. As you know, a brief history that 1969 CCRS or at that point of time, homeopathy, Unani, Ayurveda, all things were Indian system of medicines was there. And now we have only Central Council of Research in Ayurveda Sciences. And the vision is quite broad and totally to this Ayurveda sessions and objectives. Is one of the major objectives is the capacity building in core research areas. To consider this, CCRS has taken initiatives that is, as you in the introductory, Dr. Kiran, I thank you for that brief but detailed in descriptions about how CCRS is taking this capacity building in core research areas. To have this, we have started. We need that to build up any science, we need dedicated human resources. As on today, though there is a Central Council of Research, is one of the organizations which is dedicatedly working on research of Ayurveda and all the medical institutes, particularly Ayurveda research colleges and other, they are also doing research. But the career opportunity of the students is that to build up their mind from the studentship career to dedicated research oriented mindset. We have started providing scholarships to the young scholars of undergraduate in the name of the undergraduate scholars, PG, that is your Spark, and we have started for the PG Star also for the postgraduate. We are providing scholarships to the PhD and also particularly the postdoc. Those who are completing their MD, they can come, they can join for postdoc for 3 years programs there. And also we are giving financial aid to the teachers, those who want to have under this scheme, that is a smart scheme, that is teachers to provide some colleges. So we are near about 40 Ayurveda colleges. We are boost the research atmosphere and particularly the research product. We all carry out research in Ayurveda institutions, but not those institutes, all maximum are of academic level. And what I will suggest this teachers association, this field, a great things you are doing. I will suggest that try to have some product based or some output based research which can be practiced. And many PhDs as on today, we are getting only need that some product of our, and many our product in the market, they are not the patent product, they are not research based, they are just taking the benefit of our present drugs and cosmetics act. We recombine those product and some classical product and sell it in the market without any clinical trial or safety or efficacy and without any. So that's the undergraduate scholar which is with the future of Ayurveda, to future to practice the Ayurveda, they are not in a position to provide that evidence-based practice to the citizen. To have this also, CCRS is working on the safety, that is another validation of classical evidence on safety and efficacy. I will share how many, there are about 130 formulations we have conducted CCRS and proved its safety and efficacy, and it's and published in different journals of these classical formulations, and also technology transfer. We are doing research on a public health act, another area. Dear friends, uh, being a teacher, we all know that health is a public based science, and until and unless there is a demand from the public, so we the government cannot be pressurized to work to allotted more funds for Ayurveda. That's for that purpose, we need exclusively and extensive research on public health. And we have to go to the public, target those disease conditions who are not being managed by the present healthcare allopathy healthcare provisions, and we have to work on that aspect. That translates research oriented public health is another new horizon where we must uh, uh, go to the public with their language about the or Ayurvedic, but in understand with proven all these things to the public so that they will accept our there is acceptance, but we have proved our acceptance more in during COVID time with scientific based activities. CCRS is going that aspect, I will there. And this is the research ammunition. CCRS is having publications. We have 3 publications, and we are now from the quarterly 2 publications. Our JRS, JDRS are now bi-monthly, and we are we are planning for monthly publications. And how this research bulletin also, CCRS research bulletin, CCRS bulletin, where we are disseminating our knowledge, information. Every college must have that research bulletin also in that aspect. That to we do research than stakeholders are scientists only. Let the public know in their language about how our medicines are effective, how what we are carrying out research, how the probable mode of action, so that public will understand. So that I will request the teachers, every colleges, they should come up with their bulletin, research bulletin, whatever research are they must because publication in index or impact journal, that's okay for our system utilize there. But layman will translate publications in a layman language and come up with research publications like bulletin of every colleges, so that we can apply. Then we CCS, as we know, this is the era of collaboration. So until and unless this new horizon, what you have given the title, we have to collaborate because any organizations they can explore with three, 4C, the new the component what every management scales, that is communications, coordinations, cooperations, and collaborations. And we have to communicate with our counterpart, modern physicians, where they have also robust research system. We have to communicate them. We have to work with them, and because until and unless we have an interactive and all these communications in a proper way, how without compromising the Ayurveda principles, without compromising the Ayurveda principles, many areas are gray areas we are finding out, and we are working with AIMS Delhi, NIMHANS with psychological disorders. We are working with ILBS with good clinical outcomes. Now we are coming up with they are searching for a new molecules, new things. Many a gray areas there in liver management system there, particularly the cholestasis and all the bile stone, all these things. They don't have an permanent cure. They have surgery, no doubt. They're great. That the great how and we're working with the cancer, a big area where Ayurveda contribute can a long contribute a huge contribution Ayurveda can have. We're working with Tata Memorial Cancer Research, working with GMU Lucknow. As we know, we are many a thing now. There is a common practice about the Swarna Prashana, and the present way of practice of Swarna Prashana, that is the drug for Swarna Prashana, and is not 100% according to the classical recommendations. And to have this according to the classical recommendations, how the classics recommend with Dutpapeshwar for purpose, and we are now with Lucknow, KGM, Lucknow University Health Sciences Medical College. They were a good samples. We are working with that part also. We are working with Calcutta, some filariasis, another area where we are working with IR Delhi and NIA and other institutes, and these are the medical faculty where research, clinical research are being carried out. We are working also with the ICMR, many new projects of particular disease conditions like dengue. Previously, there was a common notion Ayurveda cannot do the management of acute disease conditions or infectious disease conditions. Ayurveda is only for chronic disease conditions that become a acute disease conditions go to modern systems, and if it is chronic, then go to Ayurveda, homeopathy, or Unani like that. But we different system has shown its strength. We are also we can manage the chronic acute conditions also. So how to manage different acute conditions, in particularly non-communicable communicable disease conditions. We are working with dengue, malaria, and all these things in that way. We are also working with ICAR for another area, that the reach cultivations. We know new horizon of research. We know that there is a huge potential of management of different conditions with leach, but how to cultivate the number of quality of leach, the it's now not getting so proper. How to cultivate those leach with working with research, Central Bhubaneswar. And we have our own, we have a Miyawaki way of cultivations previously, and now we are converting that medicinal plants to know at Aushadharanya, how to cultivate medicinal plants with this Miyawaki way of cultivations and a very quick growth of this plant without compromising the quality of these plants. We are working with also that aspect, and we are working with CSIR and many other institutions of CSIR, particularly establishing the mechanistic study of, and also establishing the toxicity study. We are spending near about 1 crore for a single mineral from Bhasmas. Particularly, it may be the most acting Trigonakirtirasa or other formulations. And they are under GLP conditions, where so that we can establish this think establish that yes, our drugs are safe, and we're publishing them for the public utility, and particularly the pharma to take this message free of cost. We are working with NIPA, we are working with IITs, developing. I will say how we are developing some automatic. We have a the automated cancer preparations, how to encarp the the common man how to escape from that. Also, we are working with IITs. We are working with JNU, particularly in the Prakriti case, genomics, and there we are working with them. We are working with Vardha, particularly this another area, sickle cell anemia. These are the disease conditions where we are very. We have a great scope for managing this sickle cell. So uh, uh, common conditions there. But the modern as in today, the modern can manage the symptomatic way there. But to manage this, eradicate this, we have a strength, and we are working with that part also with different ministries there. We are working some projects with BHU also. And these are the clinical research areas where we're working. We're working with quality of life in cancer, diabetes, hypertension, wounds, geriatric health. Another areas, dear friends, the area is our new in the new. We can serve to the public in geriatric health care. We are working adapting a village of Ballabgarh. We are working with AIMS Ballabgarh, the branch of New Delhi AIMS as a Ballabgarh, and we are adapting a village. And there, the geriatric populations we are managing with our classical way of administration of Basti and Panchakarma therapy, and how it impacts the geriatric population for their quality of life. That aspect we are working with NIMHAS, many product, particular de-addiction, mental addiction, and ADHD. We are working on ADHD, but the project is just always is a small sample size, and manage acceptable by the modern. So we have to combine all these things. We are working on that aspect, and we have already worked on dengue with ICMR Belgavi and NFLD. Many NFLD project we are working on. This is another major problems where Ayurveda can contribute a lot with non-alcoholic fatty liver disease conditions, as I told, and TMC, the JNU. I have already discussed with this. With you, studies were with 14 states in the country to find out this own data. Though horizon, we are talking about new things, but as on today, where the how to assess the Prakriti, we don't have any common pool of Prakriti people assessment of the Prakriti. We don't have this how common epidemiological survey from our side according to Ayurveda perspective. So we all always believe in this public health system, but we don't have our data so that we can have a bigger project and apprise the government that is this is the present trend in the public according to Ayurveda perceptions, and we can manage with a good data in these conditions with Ayurveda interventions. And these are the Ayurveda project near about 300 that areas, particularly Swarnaprashana is another elderly population. I have already told you for NCH, and particularly we are area that is assessing the Agni. Somebody us and assess the swasthata of public in toto, and we can assess the Agni every patients coming to our OPD in any Ayurveda college must be assessed. Though Agni is not a permanent situation, we assess the Sarata. We are working on that. Swastha assessment is finalized, Agni is finalized, and Prakriti is in public domain. And as a part of the quality control, so, we at the Ayurveda Institute always blamed our research studies. We are not having a quality hospital healthcare. For that purpose, CCRAS has taken say all our hospitals, near about 90% of hospitals now are NABH and NAB rated, and out of these 25 hospitals, 18 hospitals are now DHR registered. Our ethics committee are registered, and whatever the clinical studies we do conduct, we conduct with a proper accreditation process and being maintained in all those research areas. That is, yeah, that is the take-home message that all institutions must try. We should put pressure on our just like in the state of Maharashtra, they are now the is taking steps. The university has a guideline that all institutions must be NAC accredited, but NAC accredited in institutions in a whole. But we are being a health organizations, our hospitals hospital DG, but all things. That is another area. The high impact is particular about 150 food dish are clinically validated and hello, Dr. Kiran.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir,
At
I'm here.
what time? At what time I should complete my allotted time before 2 minutes
Sir,
for this?
yes, sir. Sir, you can continue with the session. You have now 40 minutes to talk.
Up to okay 11:40.
11:40. Yes, yes, sir. You can continue with the session.
Okay, thank you. These are the public health outreach. As I told, we are working with public health. We have 70 formulations we have developed on area strong Ayurveda. I can recommend. I can say with that the RCH. We have now our Gadchiroli district of Maharashtra. We have worked upon on this Gadchiroli district. We have developed new product. About 17 new drugs through R&D we have developed, and it is now available in the public domain. And the participants were subjected for this research programs, and a good publications also available there. And these are the parts of the country where we're working. And to general evidence of quality and safety of traditional metallo-mineral preparations, 19 metallo-mineral formulations are studied, and safety of these formulations under GLP, as I told, we are working with GLP laboratory conditions is under process, and we have published this technical report, dear friends. Anybody can access this technical report in that aspect. And as I told, we are working with IIT with this evaporated mercury development instrument. We are working on that aspect with IIT New Delhi. And another area that pharmaceutical processing, new dosage forms, forms, there is huge scope of developing new dosage forms. Though the dosage forms like nasal applications, all these things are not at present approved by Ayurveda applications. All this new, there is a huge scope of this dosage forms, selection of new dosage forms, and particularly to assess the shelf life available in the market, preserved, and will document about that. So these are the things, these are the areas where we can further work upon. Research should be there on that aspect. I'm not going to the preclinical toxicity CCRAS has published near about 249 single drugs and 69 compound formulations, and CCRAS own product, 75 product we have coded, and these are tested for their safety aspects. We are working on that, and near about 31 IMR projects and 9 collaborative projects are on preclinical and experimental studies. Medicinal plant research is another areas where we can showcase our strength about new demand, standardizations of all the plant parts. Few medicinal, we can say out of 7,000 medicinal plants used by the tribal populations recorded for benefits, only 3 to 700 if you take the substitute or adulterants are in trade. There is a huge scope of near about 6,000, more than 6,000 plants for this purpose, and we are new drugs. As I told, how to grow plant species in a quicker way, tree species in particular, for this purpose. Anybody, we have a good demo at our Pune Institute in Maharashtra, in Pune. We have a good demonstration there. So these are the Jhansi unit is accredited, sorry, Jhansi or another unit, Jammu unit is also NYPG accredited. Our many herbarium, you can send your herbarium any internationally. These are sample pharmacopoeia. I am not going to that part in details. So these are the isolated. Previously, these are the another need. We always made the modern pharmacopoeia. They are targeting on the single phytomolecules, but but Ayurveda forming the versus crude extract efficacy. There are a quite good number of publications, dear friends. And if we are targeting without with this whole formulations, you can see the formulations are the target single formulations quite stage, and so we can have this thing here in a good way. We have good research, as I told.
Sir, your voice is not audible. Sir, no, still not. It's not audible, sir.
Okay, it's audible now?
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, your voice.
Yeah, sorry for that because I am traveling. I am in a taxi now only. So with this, we have now my presentation is available.
No, the presentation is not visible.
Okay. So again, I have to, but I want to conclude with this. I've taken the time also 40 minutes.
You can continue.
So with this, I want to say, because I have to, I mean, so with this, I can share that there is a many aspects available for the research purpose, and the teachers. We, as I told, we are in particularly this literary research. Those teachers who are interested, they can come forward with apply to any manuscripts, any old books, editing, critical editing. CCRAS is there to eager to help them having a project mode. last year only we have given 25 books and we have published manuscript, and also in the next phase we have allotted 50 books. So we are targeting another 25-30 books in the next year. So any teachers interested for that aspect can come forward with CCRS, some schemes we are providing. So with this, I again thanks the organizer for giving me this opportunity, and I conclude my speech by thanks to the both chair, co-chair, and the organizers in all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your insightful presentation and expertise. Your contribution made this webinar truly special. I'm again thank you for the whole Atacon team. Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to request Dr. Sunanda Pedhekar ma'am to please chair this session. Dr. Sunanda ma'am? Yes, ma'am, please.
Thank you. Namaste. Good morning, all of you. Professor Ravindranath Acharya. Can I hear?
Yes, ma'am. You're audible and visible. Yeah.
Professor Ravindranath Acharya gives a very informative and knowledgeable, and which is needful to us. This lecture is he advise scholar and our teachers about the research and scope of the research. It is very essential to us because every time we need want to globalize the Ayurveda, but no way to where we go, what we do. But sir is advise us to collaborate with the CCRAS, IIT, biomedicine, and the biochemistry also. It is a very useful, but platform is not. It is a very poor in Ayurveda because funding is a less. It is our drawback. Appreciating research, public health activities, then scope of research, PhD scholar, very good information and knowledgeable. If it is, I hope he, everyone can carry this research project and go through this project also and go through get the this is the clinical topics for the increasing the Ayurveda scope. This is sir is talking about the traditional medicine and the modern view. And this is since the prehistoric time, humans have used the natural products such as the plants, animals, microorganisms, and the marine organisms in medicines to alleviate the treat diseases. Traditional medicine make use of natural products and are of great importance. Such a forms of medicine as the traditional Chinese medicines, Ayurveda, Campo, traditional Korean medicine, and the Unani natural products and have been practiced all over the world for hundreds or even thousands of years. And they have blossomed into the ordinarily regulated system of medicines. In their various forms, they may have certain defects, but they are still valuable, responsible for the human knowledge. At the beginning of the 19th century, era of the modern drugs began in 1805. The first pharmacological active compound morphine was isolated by the young German pharmacist Friedrich Sturmer from the opium plant. Subsequently, countless active compounds have been separated from the natural products. The development of the new drug relying purely on modern technology appears to be reaching. Sometimes something of the limitation. In developing new drugs, the pharmaceuticals industry has a tend to adopt the high throughput the synthesis and the combined chemistry-based drug development, which is described by Acharya sir, since it is developed from the since 1980s. However, the considerable effort made by this direction have not resulted in the expected drug productivity. Some large pharmaceutical companies are facing the great challenge to develop the new products. Natural products have a wide range of the diversity of multidimensional chemical structures. In the meantime, the utility of natural products is the biological function modifies and also on the consideration attention. Subsequently, they have been successful employed in the discovery of new drugs and have the expert far-reaching impact of the clinical biological from the past century. The high structural diversity in natural products have been realized from the respective physical chemistry. Their efficacy is related to the complexity of their well-organized three-dimensional chemical and the static properties, which offer many advantages in terms of efficacy and selectivity of the molecular target. As a successful example of the drug development from the natural product and its analog are presently in a wide use of the anti-malarial drug. This shows how research using natural products has made significant contribution in a drug development. Traditional medicine is the oldest form of the healthcare in the world and is used in the prevention and the treatment of the physical and mental illness. Different association and different sociological, histological developed various useful healing methods to combat a variety of the health and life-threatening disease. Traditional medicine is also various known as a complementary and alternative also, or ethnic medicine also, and it still plays a key role in the many countries today. For centuries, across countries, people have turned the traditional healers, home remedies, and ancient medicine knowledge to address their health and well-being. According to the WHO Global Report on Traditional and Complementary Medicine, various systems in a global report of 2019, various system traditional medicine being used around the world included acupuncture, herbal medicine, indigenous traditional medicine, homeopathy, traditional Chinese medicine, naturopathy, chiropractic, osteopathics, Ayurveda, and Unani medicine. Yoga and acupuncture are also the example of the traditional healing practice that have been successfully used to address the chronic illness. In another example, Dr. Wieland talks about the how exposing jaundice to sunlight. A timeless Ayurvedic practice. We do the Ayurvedic practice correspond to the modern medical treatment of phototherapy. We now understood that the mechanism of why this exposure to sunlight is effective, how to convert the bilirubin into an unconjugated form that can be excreted. So we know how a different understanding of why it works. But traditional medicine understood that it did work. It is a mechanical, we know the how it's work. With remarkable and rapid modernization of the way traditional medicine is being studied, new technology and technological innovation could show the way and provide a deeper understanding of the benefit of the traditional medicine. This practice dates back ancient civilization where plants were revered for their healing properties. Traditional medicine system like Ayurveda, traditional Chinese medicine, and Native American remedies all bear the witness to the historical significance of the herbal medicine. Herbal medicine has represented a crucial element of the primary health. Approximately 80% of the global population is estimated to use the herbal medicine products for their therapeutic benefit. As of 2022, the global herbal medicines market size was assessed that is a $148.5 billion, and it is anticipated associate from the $165.30 billion in 2023 to reach the 386.7 billion by 2032. The trajectory indication a compound annual growth rate is 11.20%. Throughout the forecasted period from 2023 to 2039, the global COVID-19 pandemic was unfolded in an unparalleled and remarkable manner, resulting in a heightened demand for the herbal medicine all geographical regions. Surprising the pandemic level, the demand for the herbal medicine goods has grown. People have become more aware of allopathic medication side effects and the advantage of using the herbal medicines. The expanding population, coupled with an increase in the prevalence of the chronic diseases, is another market driver impacting the market growth. In a recent year, there has been a noticeable shift in healthcare trends, especially in our country, where the traditional medicine system hold a deep-rooted significance. The integration of the ancient wisdom with the modern healthcare practices has led to the rise of Ayurvedic medicines, making the significant milestone in the quest for the holistic health solution. The Indian Ayurvedic products market size reached rupees 7.48.5 billion in 2023. Looking forward, IMARC Group expects that the market to reach 3,207.6 billion by 2032. Exhibition a growth rate of the 70% consistency among the consumers and the easy availability of the Ayurvedic product through online and offline distribution channels represent some of the key factors of driving the market. The growing research and development activity by the major Indian and the foreign market plays the aim towards the developing and treatment for chronic diseases and the acute diseases by mixing Ayurvedic medicine with the modern medicine are the key trend in the market. The increasing inclination towards the healthy and disease-free living is anticipated be the crucial trend in the market, which is anticipated propel the demand for the Ayurvedic medicine and the Ayurvedic product. Ayurvedic medicine offers several benefits that makes them appealing to both consumer and the health and the practitioner. Ayurvedic products are derived from the natural sources such as herbs, minerals. Hello? Continue, madam.
Yes, ma'am.
No, okay, next. Ayurvedic products are derived from the natural sources such as the herbals, minerals, and other plant-based materials. This natural origin reduces the risk of adverse side effects often associated with the synthetic drugs, making them the safer for the consumption. Many Ayurvedic medicines are formulated based on ancient anesthetics and traditional knowledge that have been passed down through the generation to generation. Ayurvedic medication focus on treating the root cause of an illness rather than the just alleviating the symptoms. They consider and the individual's constitution, that is the prakriti, lifestyle, and the co-environmental factors aiming to restore the balance and promote overall well-being. Ayurvedic medicine are often prescribed based on an individual unique constitution, the specific health concern. This personalized approach and the ensure that the treatment is tailored to the individual needs and leading to the better outcomes. Despite the growing acceptance of Ayurvedic medicines, several challenges persist. Their widespread adaptation and the integration into mainstream healthcare system. One such a challenge is the lack of standardized quality control measure and the regulatory governing the production and the distribution of Ayurvedic medicine. This is the terms of product safety, efficacy, and consistency undermining the consumer confidence and the trust. Additionally, there is a need for a greater scientific research and validation of the Ayurvedic formulation to establish their efficacy and safety through the rigorous clinical trials. This requires collaboration between the traditional Ayurvedic practitioners, modern healthcare professionals, researchers, and the regulatory bodies of bridge of the gap between traditional wisdom and evidence-based medicine. However, this increased demand has also witnessed and the rise in the foreign practice, including the substitution of herbal material and the addition of the synthetic compound. Consequently, standardization and the quality control projects have become the paramount. Additionally, some adverse effects are not solely attributed to the adulteration, contamination, or misidentification of plant species. They can also stem from the intrinsic toxicity of certain plants. This necessity is through the toxicological assessment to migrate and mitigate the potential safety concerns. Furthermore, adverse effects can also be triggered by the foreign contamination, such as the chemicals like pesticides, residues, or heavy metals, or the microbiological agents. This factor underscore the necessity for the rigorous safety protocol. Despite these challenges, Ayurvedic medicines present significant opportunity for the innovator, collaboration, and synergy between the traditional and the modern healthcare system. By leveraging the advanced and technological research and quality assurance practice, Ayurvedic product can be standardized, validated, and integrated into the manifestation healthcare delivery, offering the holistic and the personalized solution to a diverse range of the healthcare. Safety and potential, then it is a very essential for the herbal remedies and also the herbal minerals. The next toxicity is inherent and influenced by the individual perspective. Numerous every day foods contains components that could trigger allergies might be classified toxic based specific criteria. For the instance, that is a gluten, gliadin, cyanogenetic glycosides, various fruit seeds. These are found in various of fruit seeds also. High carnitine and the brassica vegetables alkaloids in the sulfonaceous plant and lactin in selected legumes such as the soya and the red beans are constitute present foods generally regarded as the safe worldwide. In a similar vein, even life-sustaining substances such as water and oxygen can become a lethal when the consumed in excessive quality, underscoring the significance of dosage as the factor. From the safety standpoint, it is a feasible to categorize the herbs harmful and the less harmful and do not harmful. Like the some herbs, it is life threatening, and some are the only they develop the vomiting, nausea, and some herbs is the scientific evidence it is the same. The classification of substance is toxic and various factors the rely on the herbal medicine. It is a categorized, it is essential, and it is a caution professional advice when the considering the ingestion of herbs, particularly those the first and the ensure safety minimize potential harms. And the widespread availability of the herbal medicines and their derivations of many countries often occur without mandatory safety of toxicological assessment and the regulation, oversight, manufacturing practice, and quality standard is often lacking. These herbal products easily accessible and consumer without requirement. Prescription, unfortunately, the underestimated the potential hazards associated with the substandard herbal products pose significant risk. There has been growing the global interest in the uses of herbal medicine explained by the substantial consumption rate in ASEAN countries, with India 65% and China at 40%. Herbal therapy is characterized by the holistic approach, encompassing the emotional, mental, and spiritual aspect, with the lifestyle consideration being the integrate to the naturopathy practices. Generally, herbal treatment do not pretend typical drugs action of adversity, but informed knowledge of medicinal plant effect and clinical trial for appropriate medicine application are essential. It has been recommended that we use the term indication, contraindication. Instead of that, side effect, we use the indication and contraindication only. Traditional medicine versus modern medicine has been continuous debate for the many decades. Since the intervention of the modern medicine, many people have not been ready to admit it, as they have been listening the pulsing and the traditional medication its holistic method using the natural herbs and religious benefits and all that. On the other hand, few people have always been in the favor of modern medicine because it has always been supported by the practical examples, the tests, and the scientific methods. They have been starting a strong statement in traditional medicine versus alternative medicine debate. The modern medicine or alternative medicine can be tested, upgrade, and prevent the upcoming disease if it is given in an appropriate quantity. The rise of the Ayurvedic medicine in India represents a convergence of the ancient wisdom and with the modern healthcare practice, new era of the holistic personalized medicines by harnessing the therapeutic potential of traditional herbs and the mineral herbals and ingredients. Ayurvedic medicine offers safe, effective, and affordable healthcare solution that prioritizes the holistic well-being and the long-term healthcare outcome. However, to realize the full potential concern, efforts are needed to address challenges related to quality assurance, regulation, and the scientific validation, paving the way of the future where traditional wisdom and modern medicine coexist harmoniously. of the benefits of all.
Thank you so
Overall,
much, ma'am. Thank you
yes,
so much,
this
ma'am.
is this session is a various aspect in the golden opportunity to us for the evidence-based Ayurvedic medicine. I am again thankful the all the organizer, Rahul sir, Kiran madam, and the organizing team. I am very thankful to giving me this opportunity, and thanks to CCRAS director giving the informative lecture, bridging traditional wisdom and modern medicine. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Now I would like to call upon Dr. Rajkala Patil, ma'am, to share few words about the session.
Madam Rajkala Patil, I have some problem.
Pardon, ma'am.
Rajkala Patil's daughter is not.
Okay, ma'am, no problem, no problem. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Dr. Sunanda Pedekar, ma'am, Dr. Acharya, sir, team Atecon, Dr. Rahul Suryavanshi, sir, uh, uh, for this wonderful session. And thank you so much, the team Atacon, for giving me an opportunity to coordinate this session. Thank you so much. Now I will hand over to Dr. Amar Kamre sir and Dr. Sonia Dhat ma'am to chair the further session. Thank you so much.
Uh, Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. Uh, First of all, at the end of this second session, I would like to thank respected Dr. Ravi Narayan Acharya sir, Director CCRAS, for giving the very vast information about so many progressive work of the research in Ayurveda. Uh, Really, sir, you have ignited the light about the scope of career in the Ayurvedic research, and you have made our delegates to think about the field of the research in Ayurveda with the bright future. Hats off to you, your work, sir. I also thank our knowledge chairperson, Dr. Sunanda Pedekar, ma'am, for her expert comment, and I also thank our co-chairperson, ma'am, Rajkala, ma'am. Uh, she couldn't join due to some work. Uh,
And she
and
joined, sir.
also,
He joined.
she's joined.
Yes.
Okay, then I will request Dr. Rajkala, ma'am, to give her expert comment in few words. Already we are running out of time.
Sir, madam having some problem, so she couldn't speak. Just now, Sunanda Pedekar ma'am has shared. So
Okay,
that's why
she
the
can't speak.
session I have handed over to you.
Okay, okay,
Yes, sir. Yeah. So
okay, okay, ma'am.
that's why, sir. Yes, yes.
Uh, so I lastly I thank our coordinator, Dr. Kiran Mendekar, ma'am, for successfully conducting this session and